The immense interest in the revival of Bugatti, the legendary marque of the 1920s and 1930s, stemmed not so much from the fact of its return, but from the grandiose scale on which the project was announced. Typical historical brand revivals follow a predictable pattern: a couple of announcements of grand plans, the presentation of a prototype cobbled together from off-the-shelf components of other cars, and, usually, the swift demise of the project due to lack of funding. However, Italian entrepreneur Romano Artioli approached this task quite differently. He not only had ambitious plans, but also significant financial backing from a group of Luxembourgish bankers. What he arguably lacked was nostalgia for the classic pre-war Bugatti era. Artioli didn't want to gradually earn a place among supercar manufacturers, spending years building an image. He aimed to immediately join the elite, offering a modern and technologically advanced supercar capable of competing with the best models from Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Maserati. For this, he needed a strong, globally recognizable name. He found it in the legendary Bugatti marque, the brainchild of the great Ettore Bugatti. Instead of creating a new brand and spending years establishing its image, Artioli decided to leverage Bugatti's existing legacy, purchasing the rights to use the famous name and trademark. In doing so, he simultaneously launched a new project and revived a legend, becoming not just a car manufacturer, but a custodian of history. In 1989, the small Italian town of Campogalliano caught the attention of automotive publications worldwide. There, on an 8-hectare site, construction began on a state-of-the-art factory for the newly formed Bugatti Automobili. The location wasn't accidental. A few kilometers from the future factory lay Modena, home to the headquarters of Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Maserati, Bugatti's main competitors. Artioli declared his ambitions from the outset, intentionally highlighting a historical inaccuracy. Classic Bugattis were always considered French cars. However, the company's press officers found a convincing explanation. Ettore Bugatti's factory was located in Alsace, a historically contested region between France and Germany. Before World War I, it belonged to Germany. Therefore, Bugattis produced before 1914 could be considered German. Moreover, Ettore Bugatti himself was Italian by origin. Thus, Bugatti could rightfully be considered an Italian brand. Artioli declared that his company was a direct heir to Ettore Bugatti's traditions and decided to create a supercar possessing the same versatility as the classic Bugattis. Classic Bugattis were simultaneously successful racing cars and comfortable vehicles for everyday use. Artioli intended to create a modern supercar with similar characteristics, but incorporating contemporary technology. The official factory opening took place on September 15, 1990, Ettore Bugatti's birthday. A year later, at the Paris Motor Show, a prototype of the base model EB110, Ettore Bugatti 110 years, was presented. In 1992, 220 workers at the Campogalliano plant began mass production of the car, designed by Paolo Stanzani and Jean-Marc Borel. The EB110 was offered in two versions, the EB110 GT and the EB110 Super Sport. The GT focused on comfort, air conditioning, a high-quality Nakamichi audio system, electrically adjustable seats, power steering, and rack and pinion steering, all unusual for supercars of that time. The Super Sport, however, targeted high-power enthusiasts, offering increased engine power, 611 horsepower versus 560 horsepower for the GT. Otherwise, the cars were nearly identical. Both used a 3.5-liter, 12-cylinder V-engine with 3 intake and 2 exhaust valves per cylinder and 4 turbochargers. This engine was remarkably flexible. A torque of 611 Newton-meters was achieved at just 3,700 to 5,000 RPM. All-wheel drive with a self-locking center differential ensured excellent handling. The body was made of carbon fiber, and the body panels were made of composite materials and aluminum. The EB110's design sparked much debate. Many critics noted that its appearance lacked almost any trace of classic Bugatti styling, except for the emblem and a small horseshoe-shaped element on the front. However, Artioli did everything possible to emphasize his company's connection to Ettore Bugatti's legacy. He established contacts with collectors of classic Bugattis, promising to resume the production of parts for older cars. In Luxembourg, where the company's headquarters were located, a Bugatti cultural center was created, featuring an entrance portico styled after the classic Bugatti grille. The center's staff organized exhibitions at trade shows and produced branded merchandise. To further fuel interest in the brand, a new model, the EB112 four-door sedan, was presented at the 1993 Geneva Motor Show, designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro of Italdesign. This car amazed with its elegance, a sophisticated blend of modern and classic lines, and was recognized by many experts as the most beautiful sedan in the world. The EB112's technical specifications fully matched its appearance: a 6-liter 12-cylinder engine, all-wheel drive, and a luxurious interior. Although initially conceived as a concept car, the enormous number of orders forced Bugatti's management to reconsider their plans. However, Artioli's ambitious plans faced serious financial problems. The funds invested in the development and production of the EB110 hadn't yet been recouped, and demand for the cars didn't reach the projected levels. Investments in additional projects like the EB112 and maintaining Bugatti's extensive image-related infrastructure worsened the situation. To accelerate work on the EB112, the British company Lotus Group, known for its engineering capabilities, was even acquired. However, this only exacerbated the company's financial woes. By early 1995, Bugatti Automobili was experiencing a severe shortage of funds, leading to the suspension of work on the EB113 project and staff reductions. In 1996, the company declared bankruptcy, and in 1997, the remaining cars, 139 EB110 GTs and 33 EB110 Super Sports, were sold at auction. The abandoned factory on the outskirts of Medina serves as a reminder of Artioli's grand plans and how even the most ambitious projects can crumble due to insufficient funding and